Hoops talk for the streets.
Another team that I wanted to talk about right now is the Milwaukee Bucks, right? I was thinking about them, watching their games, watching Giannis competing every night, taking games off here and there, but still competing at a MVP type level, as we know. I'm starting to get slightly worried about the Milwaukee Bucks, right? Giannis has had to shoulder a lot of the load for the Milwaukee Bucks this season, right? They're still an elite team, don't get it twisted. Giannis is top 3, if not the best player in the world. The Bucks are holding on to a top 3 seed in the East. Bobby Portis just got hurt. Mike's missed some significant time. Middleton has been in and out of the lineup. Jrue Holiday has been trying to hold it down, but he's more of a fit-in type of player, not necessarily a game changer. He's a lead at his particular job, but he isn't a guy who can shoulder the offensive load, right? Middleton, he's been the key for the Bucks, and he's been the key for the Bucks for a couple of years now, right? How healthy is he? Now, we know the Milwaukee Bucks cannot win without a healthy Chris Middleton. We saw that last year. We saw that the year prior, right? Milwaukee was 5th in three-point percentage the past 2 seasons, but this year, the Bucks are 18th in three-point percentage. Middleton is shooting 39% from 3, 40% from 3, career shooter. We know that's his thing. We know he's the guy who gets buckets on the perimeter for the Milwaukee Bucks. We know he's the guy who can take over in certain stretches and give Giannis a break in terms of carrying the offense, right? So all this got me thinking, will Giannis run out of gas, especially by playoff time, right? 30, 11, and 5 this year, and it doesn't look like it yet, but playoff time may be a different story, right? Let's say they match up with a team like the Cleveland Cavaliers in a 3-6 type of matchup, right? That's going to be tough for a guy like Giannis to handle if his second in command, Chris Middleton, is not 100% in that series, right? And we don't know if Chris Middleton is ever going to be 100% again. They split their season series this year with the Cavaliers, and the Cavs have 2 7-footers that they really can throw out at Giannis. They got Evan Mobley and they got Jared Allen. So those are, if they run into a team like that, and Giannis is there, and Chris Middleton is maybe 50% Middleton, or he's missing a game here and there in the playoffs, it's possible the Bucks can run into some trouble with a tough matchup like that, right? So that's why all of these games in the regular season are very, very important. And it's tough for these guys to miss games, and the Bucks are giving up games that they know they should be winning, but then they also have to deal with these injuries as well. I talked about Bobby Portis. He's one of the top 6 man of the year candidates. Now he's hurt. He had an MCL sprain his knee, and they say he's going to miss significant time. Now, they don't know the exact amount he's going to miss, but we know it's a couple of weeks, most likely, going into a month, something like that. And I think the Bucks may have some issues in the playoffs if they run into the wrong matchup, only because I don't feel like they're 100% healthy, right? So when I'm looking at the Bucks also as well, do they have enough offense to really... They definitely have enough offense to win the title, but do they have enough offense if their team is not 100%, right? They're 18th in points per game as a team this year, 16th in assists per game as a team, they're 23rd in field goal percentage this year, 27th in free throw percentage this year. That's not going to get it done right now, fellas. Those are key offensive metrics as a team that you really need to be in the upper echelon of the league. Now, they are in the upper echelon of the league without them, but when it gets down time to the playoffs, old habits always come back out. So how you carry yourself throughout the year is how you're going to perform in the playoffs. So it's going to be a mirror image of how you played throughout the totality of the season. So the Bucks are going to have to tighten up with those offensive numbers. But with these injuries, a lack of personnel, Giannis alone may not be enough for the Bucks. So I'm starting to start slightly worried about them, but they're still going to be in the upper echelon of the East. I'm just hoping they don't get into the playoffs and get an unfavorable matchup. And then Giannis is in a tough, sticky situation where they go into a 7-game series in round 1. That could be very taxing on the body if he's the only guy, if he's the main offensive option. So we're going to see how the Bucks do that moving forward. And we're going to see if Middleton is healthy moving forward, because he's the key, man. We know that.